Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from 3C. We are here to present for our CSC520 group project titled Comparing HarmonyOS with Android, Features, Challenges and Opportunities. Before we start, allow me to introduce our team that have worked on this project. My name is NURUL OSMAN, and here is my group members. We have ALEEYA FARHANA binti RAHEEM, NURUL ADILA binti KHAIRUL MAZDI, and ALYA binti HEZRIE. Before we start, let's start with a fundamental question. What exactly is an operating system or OS? Simply put, the OS acts as the brain of any digital device. Whether it's your smartphone, a smart TV, your laptop, or even complex servers, the operating system is the essential software that orchestrates and manages all the hardware and software components. It's the master conductor of your device's orchestra. It enables functionality, meaning without an OS, your computer wouldn't know how to run a simple application. At its core, an OS is a powerful resource manager. It intelligently handles critical elements like memory allocation for running applications, scheduling processes, and managing files. Crucially, it provides the user interface. This is how we interact with the device. It could be the graphical interface you click on, the touch screen you swipe, or even voice commands. Ultimately, the operating system forms the digital foundation for all our interactions with technology. Now that we understand the fundamental role of an operating system, let's dive into our core comparison, looking at two of the most significant players shaping the current and future landscape, HarmonyOS and Android. As you can see on the slide, each embodies unique philosophies and approaches to digital interaction. For years, Android has historically dominated the global mobile market. It's the ubiquitous operating system powering billions of smartphones worldwide. However, a compelling alternative has recently emerged, HarmonyOS, particularly with its emphasis on creating a cohesive super device experience that spans a wide variety of smart devices. Let's break down HarmonyOS first. Developed by Huawei, HarmonyOS represents what they call a next-generation distributed operating system. What does distributed mean here? It means it's designed to operate seamlessly across an extensive range of smart devices. And not only about phones, we're talking about smartphones, wearables like smartwatches, smart TVs, and growing number of Internet of Things or IoT devices like smart home appliances. The fundamental design philosophy of HarmonyOS revolves around ensuring seamless connectivity and collaborative interactions between devices that may be physically separate. The aim is to achieve a truly synergistic super device experience. Imagine your phone automatically connecting to your smart TV to display content, or your smartwatch seamlessly sharing data with your health monitor, or even a smart speaker sharing its audio capabilities with another device without complex setups. This effort allows devices to effortlessly share capabilities, resources, and data, dramatically enhancing user convenience and operational efficiency across your personal digital ecosystem. On the other hand, we have Android, Google's widespread mobile operating system. It's fundamentally built on a modified Linux kernel, a testament to its robust and reliable foundation. Android remains the most widely used operating system for smartphones globally, a position it has held for a considerable time. A key factor in Android's success is its open source nature. This characteristic has cultivated an incredibly vast ecosystem of devices, not just from Google, but from literally thousands of various manufacturers worldwide. This openness has also fostered a colossal app marketplace through the Google Play Store, offering millions of applications for every imaginable need. This broad compatibility across numerous hardware platforms has been absolutely crucial in solidifying Android's pervasive global presence and making it accessible to billions. Finally, let's look at the current landscape. Although Android continues to maintain its undisputed leadership on the global stage, HarmonyOS is increasingly gaining traction, especially within its home market of China. In a significant development, HarmonyOS has recently overtaken iOS in market share in China, a clear indicator of its growing influence and competitive strength in a key market. This ongoing dynamic between Android's global dominance and HarmonyOS' strategic growth highlights the exciting and evolving future of operating systems.
Hi, my name is NURUL ALEEYA. I will present to you about the difference between Android versus HarmonyOS. In today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, the choice of operating system profoundly impacts our daily interactions with technology. Here in Malaysia and across the globe, Android has long been the dominant force in the mobile space, powering countless smartphones and smart devices. However, in recent years, we have seen the emergence of HarmonyOS, developed by tech giant Huawei, as a significant contender, particularly as it charts its own independent course. This has naturally led to questions about how these two prominent operating systems truly stack up against each other. First, I will cover the architectural foundations, kernel performance, application compatibility, and device integration. First, concerning their architecture, Android is built upon the Linux kernel, which is known as the most popular mobile operating system. It also holds the open source nature of the Android open source project, which is AOSP. In contrast, HarmonyOS operates on its proprietary kernel, which is a microkernel or hybrid kernel design. Furthermore, it uses a distributed architecture that allows devices to share resources and capabilities. Next, let's consider kernel design and performance. Android is recognized for having good compatibility with a vast array of hardware. HarmonyOS claims higher efficiency and lower resource consumption. Moving on to application compatibility and ecosystem, this is a very critical difference. Android mostly relies on Google Mobile Service (GMS). All Google apps and services form the backbone of the global Android experience. On the other hand, HarmonyOS utilizes Huawei Mobile Service (HMS). Importantly, HarmonyOS Next only supports HarmonyOS native applications, meaning it cannot run Android APKs directly. Finally, for this slide, let's look at device integration. Android does advance its cross-device features, with examples like Nearby Share and Google Cast. However, it is considered less compatible compared to HarmonyOS. HarmonyOS truly shines here as it allows multiple HarmonyOS-enabled devices to connect and share capabilities. It distinctly prioritizes multi-device interaction. Now, let's move on to our second slide, which highlights further distinctions concerning their overall ecosystem, security aspects, app availability, and customization options. Beginning with the broader ecosystem perspective, the Android ecosystem is often more fragmented, a consequence of the variety of manufacturers and their customization. In contrast, the HarmonyOS ecosystem is designed with a strong focus on cross-device integration. Next, an important point on security. Android is generally considered not as secure as HarmonyOS. HarmonyOS is positioned as more secure than Android as it reduces the attack surface. However, it is vital to note that its security still depends on implementation and ongoing updates. Regarding app availability, Android boasts a much larger app ecosystem with millions of applications available on the Google Play Store. HarmonyOS is still actively growing its app ecosystem. And lastly, on customization, Android offers a high level of customization, benefiting both users and manufacturers. HarmonyOS may not offer the same level of customization, especially since it is tightly controlled by Huawei.
Okay, next. Hi, my name is NURUL FARHANA. I will present to you about how HarmonyOS connect device differently from Android. This is a really important part of how HarmonyOS works. As you can see on the slide, we'll cover three main points: task and resource distribution, seamless multi-device integration, and user-friendly setup. Okay, let's start with Android. When you use Android, each device, like your phone, tablet, or smart TV, usually act on its own. If they need to connect or share things, they typically use common ways like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Also, Android devices often need to specific apps to help them share information or do neat things together. This usually means you have to set things up yourself, and moving files around can take a lot of time and a bit of hassle. This shows that Android is built more around individual devices and use other apps to help them share. Now, let's look at the HarmonyOS. It's quite different because something called the super device idea, which you can see in this picture. HarmonyOS uses a special operating system that can run across many different devices. Its main goal is to make all compatible devices work together as one smooth system. This idea helps a lot with sharing tasks and resources. HarmonyOS makes it easy to move tasks and share what devices have. Unlike Android, which often need to other apps for this, HarmonyOS has this built-right in. Devices can easily share their power, screen, and even camera. For example, you can use your smart TV camera for video calls on your phone or tablet without any complicated steps. HarmonyOS does it by having a smart system that handles all the difficult connections behind the scene, making it really simple for the device to share their abilities. This brings us to the second point: how devices work together smoothly. With Android, connecting devices to share things often means using a specific app or setting it manually. But with this HarmonyOS, it's much smoother and more connected. Devices can smartly work together in the background. If you start something on one device, you can simply continue it on another, making your workflow without interruption. This happens because of its special operating system, which makes it easy to move tasks between devices. Finally, HarmonyOS is very good at making setup easy for users. While Android often need a complicated and manual setup to connect devices, HarmonyOS offers a simple drag and drop way to quickly link devices. This is especially good for smart home gadgets, where easy connection is very important. It gives you a simple way to connect devices quickly, making it feel like one powerful system made of many parts.
My name is NURUL ADILA BINTI MAZDI. I will present about HarmonyOS versus Android for developer, and which operating system do you think is better for developer and why? There are a number of considerations when deciding between HarmonyOS and Android for development, including performance, cross-device interoperability, and simplicity of integration. Now, let's highlight why developer might choose HarmonyOS. Let's take a look at 5 advantages of HarmonyOS for developer. So, first advantages of HarmonyOS is microkernel architecture. Microkernel architecture of HarmonyOS is more secure and lightweight, lowering vulnerabilities and better suited for IoT devices such as smartwatches, earphones, and smart home devices. And second is seamless cross-device integration, super device concept. HarmonyOS treats multiple devices, phone, watch, smart home gadget as a single super device. App can seamlessly integrate across this ecosystem, enabling features like unified control or share workflow. And third is optimized for low hardware spec. Its microkernel and distributed capabilities allow HarmonyOS to run smoothly on device with limited resources, expanding opportunities for IoT and embedded system. And fourth, distributed capabilities. Soft bus and distributed data management are integrated for a quick device-to-device communication. Device cooperation can be enabled with the use of third-party apps. And lastly, growing ecosystem, Huawei devices. With Huawei's expanding global presence, HarmonyOS offers access to a fast-growing market, especially in China right now. But how does Android compare? Let's look at its strengths. Now, let's move to advantages of Android for developer. There are 4 advantages of Android for developer, and Android remains a powerhouse thanks to: first, mature ecosystem. Android long-established ecosystem offers stability, extensive documentation, and a massive user base. And it is the largest market share globally, as most smartphones run Android. And second is open source flexibility. Developer can deeply customize the OS and access a vast community for support. And it's a wide range of third-party libraries and tools. And third is fragmentation challenge. Fragmentation challenge work across many devices but require optimization for different OEM schemes. And lastly is Google Service Integration. GMS or Google Mobile Services provide API for Maps, Play Store and more, critical for many apps. It can access to Google Play Service and better support for a Google-centric apps. So, for final conclusion, we choose HarmonyOS for developer. Why? Because it prioritizes seamless cross-device integration, IoT, smartwatch and smartphone. If you want a lightweight, secure microkernel for a low-power device. If you're developing for Huawei ecosystem, growing in China and globally, HarmonyOS is a better for developer. HarmonyOS represents the next evolution of connected devices, making it ideal for futuristic multi-device app. Android remains the safe choice for traditional mobile development. However, as HarmonyOS expands, it could become a strong alternative, especially in IoT and AI-driven ecosystem. For innovation-focused developer, HarmonyOS is worth exploring. Today's experiment could be tomorrow's standard.